This is the amazing life of the inventor of instant ramen noodles, Momofuku Ando. Momofuku was born on March 5, 1910 in Taiwan to a wealthy family. After his parents died, he was raised by his grandparents who owned a textile business. This inspired him to start his own clothing company after moving to Japan at the age of 23 with some money that he had inherited. While running his business, he studied at a university in Kyoto and became a Japanese citizen. Then in 1948, at the age of 38, he went to prison for tax evasion and lost his company to bankruptcy. He said in his autobiography that he had provided scholarships for students, which at the time was a form of tax evasion. After 2 years, Momofuku was released from prison and ready to rebuild his shattered life. So he started a company that produced salt. After World War II, Japan was suffering from a food shortage. The Japanese Ministry of Health was encouraging people to eat bread that was being made from wheat flour supplied by the United States. This was surprising to Momofuku because noodles were more familiar to the Japanese than bread. While walking through the bombed-out ruins of post-war Osaka, Momofuku noticed that people were willing to wait patiently in the cold just for a bowl of ramen. From this experience, he concluded that peace will come to the world when the people have enough to eat. But at the time, Japan's noodle companies were too small to manufacture enough ramen for the entire country. So Momofuku decided to seize the opportunity and develop noodles that were delicious, cheap, and easy to make. And this is a replica of the workshop that he invented instant ramen in, which you can see at his museum in Japan. In 1958, at the age of 48, he marketed the first packet of instant noodles called chicken ramen. He chose the flavor chicken because he said that not a single culture, religion, or country forbade the eating of chicken. At first, the noodles were pricey and considered a luxury item. However, in 1959, sales skyrocketed after Japan's top general trading house, Mitsubishi Corp., promoted the product as part of its effort to get Japan back on its feet after the war. In 1964, Momofuku founded the Instant Food Industry Association in order to promote the instant noodle industry and set guidelines for quality and fair competition. In 1971, at the age of 61, he unveiled his most successful product, cup noodles. After traveling to America, he noticed that Americans ate the noodles by breaking them in half, putting them into a paper cup, and then pouring hot water over them. They then ate them with a fork instead of chopsticks. After making his observations, Momofuku was back to tinkering in the lab, and what he came up with was a product that became a staple for college kids everywhere. He put the noodles into a styrofoam cup so eating them would be as simple as opening the lid, adding hot water, and waiting. It was and continues to be a smash success. In 1972, awareness of cup noodles and the brand was boosted even more. During the Osama Sanso hostage standoff in Japan, numerous images of the riot police unit eating the noodles ended up on national television. By 2004, more than 70 billion packets of ramen were being sold globally at rock-bottom prices. And by 2009, that number was 98 billion. In 2005, Momofuku achieved a lifelong dream that noodles can go into space. Sent instant noodles to space with Japanese astronaut Soichi Noguchi aboard the U.S. Space Shuttle Discovery. He served as chairman of his company Nissan Foods until 2005 at the age of 94. Momofuku passed away at the age of 96 in Japan and was survived by his wife and 3 children. He claimed that the secret to his long life was golfing and eating chicken ramen almost every day. He literally ate ramen until the day he died. One of his most famous quotes is "Mankind is noodle kind," and I'm not sure what it means, but I like it.